Welcome back, Gemini, to Royal Mystic Tarot. This is the second half of March. I'll be doing a reading for the collective Geminis who are on YouTube. That means this is not a personal reading. Therefore, some of the things I say will not apply to everyone. If it doesn't apply to you, you'll know. If it does, you'll know. If you feel it in your heart, if it makes you have the little catch in your throat, it's for you. If it doesn't, it's not. Leave it. It's for another Gemini who's also watching. So, that being said, if you'd like a private reading, look in the links below this video. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And let's get this on, Gemini. Ooh, very interesting. And work and finance. Oh, nice. All right. And the Ace of Swords is your underlying energy, which means clarity, cutting away all the things that are unnecessary, and a heavenly gift. This is a gift of a new beginning. So it takes away all the old stuff. Okay. The reading is laid out like this. This is your current energy. This is your relationship. It can be family or love. This is your finance or career or career. And then I'll do clarifiers on top of this. So the basic meanings are, you got the Fool. The Fool is the beginning and the end. Even though he looks precarious, he is not. Every move he makes is intentional, and he is completely and totally in control. He is a little bit of a show-off. So, you know, he can do his tricks with his eyes closed and not fall off of that wonderful baton there. He's also got all the tools of the universe just juggling right over his head, just magically. Just like a little leprechaun. Got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the Holy Grail. This is the divine light of God. This is God watching over you, protecting you. This is His, the universe's gifts are in alignment with you and are being brought to you. Now, sometimes when we have wonderful things happen, we have to have something moved out of the way, and that's what this is. This is sweeping change. The Death card is the ending to all that does not serve you, and sometimes we're not willing to let go of it, so it gets yanked out from underneath us, and then we're better for it. So whatever it is that comes through this event, you are moving forward. You're crossing the great divide, whatever it is that you were having the turmoil in. You're taking the lessons with you, and you're moving into calmer, clearer waters. This man is juggling either two people, two jobs, or just trying to make ends meet. I'm feeling like it's two people. Maybe you've got two people you're trying to choose between, or you've got two solid relationships going. This is a divine gift of money. So maybe a family member is bringing you in some money, or you're getting maybe they're paying you back for something they borrowed, or maybe you are getting an inheritance. This is you lamenting over something, staying up at night, not able to sleep, thinking about 9,000 ways that it could go wrong. This is a very Gemini thing to do as well. It's also a very Libra thing to do. I'm a Libra, and I do this all the time. We are the swords, so lucky us. Gemini, I want you to realize as well that you need to go and find your natal chart on just Google natal chart and enter in your birth date, where you were born, what time you were born. It'll tell you your moon sign and your rising sign. If you watch those videos, it'll help make a clearer picture, because some of the cards will repeat, and it'll help show you where, if this doesn't make sense, the other cards that are in your natal chart will definitely help you zero in on it. This is a foundation card. This is also called a marriage card. This means, this is in your work and finance area. This means you're very stable. So either the job you have is very stable, or you've built yourself, you've made your life very stable. Now, you've got two foundational cards. The second one is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is it can be negative, but in this position, I don't believe it is. This is either you are recuperating, you can rest, relax, rejuvenate. This is you maybe taking a little break, or maybe, I'm hearing retire. Maybe you're ready to retire, because he's literally retiring. That's what they call it when you lay your body down like that. Because you've got the happily ever after card here. So maybe you finally reached that point. Some of you have reached that point, which would also explain the sweeping change and the golden cup and the money. So, and cutting away the unnecessary negativity in your life, because that's what this energy is. So we're going to clarify, and once I clarify, it'll give us a little better picture of what these cards, a little broader picture, helps to. Thank you, divine energy, universe, love, light, and spirit guides, angels and archangels, for allowing me to help Gemini look into the last 2 weeks of March for 2018 and get some insight on things they need to know to help them stay on their highest path. Okay, so this card is the either someone is sick, or they're feeling left out in the cold because their backs are to their resources. They don't even see it up there, and there's snow falling. They're wounded and bandaged and trying to wrap up in every kind of scrap they can. So it might be a money situation. Or this may be the relative that leaves you an inheritance. They've got money put up, and they're leaving something for you. The Chariot. Chariot is a travel energy. This can mean you're taking a trip somewhere. This can mean you're gaining status. It's also called the Hollywood card. This person is very worried about how, their appearance, how they look to others. The Emperor. The Emperor is the master of all. The Emperor is the God figure. The Emperor he's got the keys to everything. He can move worlds, literally. He's got eternal life in one hand and a beautiful orb in the other. So this energy is definitely divinely guided. Okay, so she went from a boat to standing here on the sidelines going, I don't know which thing to choose. I'm afraid to touch anything that might cut me. So the Eight of Swords is refusing to take the chance. This is just fear. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in that energy. Wheel of Fortune. So whatever you're juggling, you come out ahead on. So I hear gambling. Maybe somebody's going gambling. That's maybe where the money's coming from. Got the Ten of Rods here. The Ten of Rods is feeling really burdened. Carrying a heavy burden. And here it is again. Look at that. You're definitely, I don't think I've ever had that card come out right on top of each other like that. Nine of Swords. You're all in your head. You are just really torturing yourself. That, or you're in grief. This could be a grief card because they're both on top of each other. I don't like to say this, but you may have had a relative pass literally, that may be the death card there. And this is an older male. So whoever that applies to, that may be where the inheritance comes in. Okay, you've got the Five of Swords. This is a false victory. This is somebody who's claiming, it's kind of a usurper. Somebody who's claiming like squatters' rights. So, if you are the person who's got someone in your family who has passed away, there may be someone trying to grab up something that shouldn't be theirs. They're trying to lay claim to a possession that doesn't belong to them. People do that. They squabble over the belongings. The Magician. The Magician is the master manifester. So, whatever it is that's going on in the work life for you, you've got the power to make it happen however you want it to turn out. And this is a card that comes with the deck. It is told, I don't know if this is true, but the All Believers card was something told to me that it was an inclusion for the people who use the deck, people like me. And I keep it in there, it's like a joker, because to me, and for me, when I get the message of this card, when I open the deck, it says, my faith is more powerful than anything else. And what I believe is what's for me. And this matches this manifester. Because nobody can convince you but you. And if you have faith in something, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you know true in your heart, this is something that's supposed to be yours, it is. And the Happily Ever After card is, if you believe in Happily Ever After, you will get it. Don't let somebody tell you that that doesn't exist. You got the Two of Rods on top of the overlying or underlying energy of the Ace of Swords. And it's saying you've got the world in your hands. So you make your choice here. And you go forward into a new beginning here. This is what that energy is saying. So Gemini, you're going to have a very eventful March. And just remember, not everything is for everyone. It's a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, please look in the links below this video, and I'll be happy to schedule you. I will see you again in April, and I hope you all have a wonderful month. Thank you.